2022 on EA Sports. And we've got a showdown in the AFC North. It's the Steelers and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you in Home Ground Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them.
Yardage here back at the 8. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They run with Harris. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Bernard. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson coming in. First down, Harris, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. We're scoreless after 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Bernard. Dancing to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Bernard. He finds his target, Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking deep here for Ebron. A leap in. He's got it. He got it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Bernard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bernard being chased out left. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Bernard. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Bernard. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He finds his man Johnson. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. Throwing to start the drive. Bernard. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Harris. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down. On first down, it's Harris. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On second down, this is Harris. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now here's another carry for Harris. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bernard. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
On the Jets sweep, here's Chase.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
On 1st and 10, Bernard.
He's got Smith-Schuster, and he's got a first down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This from long, very long range. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Here we go. This to avoid overtime. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Bernard.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
Throwing on first down, Bernard. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sam Hubbard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Steelers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll